This is our dragon. Let's call him Jeff. Jeff is a modern and entrepreneur type of a dragon who is leading business tycoon and an overlord of a little town aptly called Jefftown. His latter position is also because as a dragon, Jeff has a significant hoard, one that he inherited from Grandpa Jeff and has already increased significantly during his lifetime. Jeff's position in Jefftown is unchallenged. Well, it is hard to challenge someone who is literally a flying tank combined with a flamethrower. And also there is no need to. Jeff is compared to other dragons relatively mild-mannered, generally charming, and not more problematic than any other business tycoons. However, lately, the economy of Jefftown is in decline. It started slowly, just with lack of growth, and even the elders of the village could not really put their finger on what is causing it. But the long-term trends are undeniable. Living in Jefftown is getting more difficult, and the young are especially hit hard. The elders, and even Jeff, has suggested solutions how to make Jefftown great again, but nothing seems to work. Jefftown seems to be cursed. Unfortunately, the true problem is actually our mild-mannered Jeff, more precisely, the hoard of Jeff. To understand it, we have to see the wealth distribution within Jefftown. Jefftown is a very unequal place. The combined wealth of the residents is nothing compared to the hoard of Jeff. Jeff is also the biggest employer of the town. Generations of villagers have based their entire life on the fact that a good local only needs to find a job at one of Jeff's companies and work hard to be a respectable citizen. A fact that elderly town dwellers often repeat to the younger one. This has also caused that the majority of the talented workforce always spend their entire youth trying to get work for Jeff. If you cannot land a position at one of Jeff's companies, then you are a failure and might earn only half as much doing odd service jobs for the actual employees of Jeff. Some start their own business, but they immediately struggle to get viable financing. The local bank charges them much higher interest rates than for Jeff. Jeff's companies are too big and generally viewed less risky. Even in case financing is possible, what kind of business can exist in the town? The good business opportunities are already owned by Jeff. Innovation development requires much higher financing, and why would anybody even consider working for new enterprises if a much safer and higher earning position might be available at Jeff? Dreams and ambition are nice, but in the end, everybody needs to eat. At the same time, Jeff's companies are also struggling. As they are not facing real competition, people advance in them based on political machinations, not actual achievements. There is absolutely no real need for innovation. Projects are also often started based on the whims of Jeff. Long time ago, the first major project, the toll road between Jefftown and the neighboring towns, was a resounding success. But the latest large initiatives had mixed results. Jeff's latest major new company that wanted to revolutionize the heating of wooden houses via dragon flame unfortunately turned out to burn down a large quantity of houses and money as well. Jeff is also very occupied and therefore has very limited time to really deep dive in projects. Even if he had more than 5 minutes to focus on individual questions, projects are getting greenlit that are doomed to fail. As Jeff's companies are large, small, less revolutionary initiatives are out of question, as they don't warrant the dragon's attention. But there is only a limited number of major projects that are realistic and valuable at a given time. This leads to a paradox situation within Jefftown. The local economy suffers from an acute need for financing and liquidity. At the same time, the actual inflation is high, fueled by an extreme level of overinvestment with questionable results. Lately, a fast rise of housing prices is also observed. In the end, Jeff controls too large segment of the economy. He is a dragon and cannot be challenged, voted out, or removed. Jeff Town is totally dependent on Jeff. From Jeff's perspective, even if he had the very best interest of Jeff Town in his heart, just his wealth alone destroys it, the same as Dragonflame would.